Lord have mercy. All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Want to make sure that we are good. We are here with another episode. I had a busy day today. We got us a new bed in. We got us a new bed, and they delivered it all late. But they got it all together. Got a new bed and everything, and they delivered it all late. But we are here. We got a lot of topics to get into, and then we get into my personal life at the end of the video. Let's dive right into the video. And if you're missing it, you got to be here on time because I came a little late. Okay, so when y'all come on in the room, thumbs up this live, share this live. We are here. We're about to get into these topics. Like, I went to work today, and I literally just was out lifting, throwing out old beds, getting a new bed, and all this type of stuff, ordering new stuff from my apartment, getting the people to come and paint. They're going to be painting the apartment, shampooing the carpet, all that good stuff. All right. And I went to my leasing. I was like, oh, I want to get a bigger apartment. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to stay where I'm at because when I leave this apartment in the next 14 months, I will be a home owner. I want to own. I don't want to rent anymore. I want to be a home owner where it's my property and I have multiple, like a 2-flat build or a multi, like a 2-flat or a couple with apartments I can rent out and everything. I want to be an owner. All right. I want to have residual income and everything like that. So I had an amazing time. I said in the next 14 months, I will be an owner, a property owner. All right. For the first time, I will be in 14 months. I will be 33 years old, and I want to be a property owner. I don't want to rent anymore. I'm done with that. And so once this is going to be my last lease I sign, and the next thing you know, I'm going to be a property owner. We are in a phase that we want to own property. All right. Property, commercial property owner, having my own house, and we're going to speak that in existence. And so we're back working, getting those in there, having that income and working on the credit. We got some good news from the Biden administration. They're canceling the student loan debt of Westwood College. So my credit is going to boost up, and we want our credit score at 750, 800. All right, in the next 14 months. And it's going to be possible that we're doing it because we're working on different strategy. We're almost at 600. And so in the next 14 months, I want that bad baby to be at 750, 800. All right. And I want to be able to be that type of way. I don't want to be in debt at all. I want to get it all in the next 14 months. I want to be debt free. All right. So that is what we're doing. We're back working. I had a good day at work today. The lady trained me really well. And I'm back working. I ain't worried about it. People are saying, well, your views is low. I ain't got to worry about it. Because one thing about it, if them views is low, I can always go and clock in. All right. So that ain't my only income. All right. And I'm bringing it back to funds because the people were saying, oh, my gosh, the views is low. So I said, okay, God. They said the views is low. And look at it. A story dropped it to my lap. And we're going to just dive into it. They said the views is low and poofed. A story just dropped in my lap because you're dealing with a praying man, a man that prayed. And oh my gosh, a story that then dropped in my lap. And we're going to definitely dive into it because y'all have put it out there and didn't really get out there. When people were saying, oh, the views is low and all that good stuff, I said, well, sisters low. Let me go on and clock up in here. Let me hello. Let me call back. I don't know what's going on because I don't want YouTube to be my only income. All right, amen. And so I said that. I said, let me go on back into the workforce and then let me get multiple streams of income because I don't know what's going on with YouTube. The views are low and that's going to affect my money. So let me go and work these 40 hours. Come on, somebody. Let me go and work these 40 hours. Let me go and get back into this healthcare field where I know for sure as long as I work, that check going to be hidden. Amen. And so I did that. I wasn't ashamed. I didn't have my head down. I went back in there and I clocked in, with my head held high and sat there. And I'm still a YouTuber. I still get clicks and views. I wasn't ashamed. I didn't feel bad. I put on that like I never left. Went back in there strong like I never left. I'm not going to let people get upset. Oh, you feel there are multiple streams of income and I can pick up as many hours I want to pick up. All right, I ain't gonna be ashamed that I'm back in the workforce and it's all that because the views is low. So let me get back over here in healthcare and get these multiple streams of checks because I have an idea. Which is like, I ain't worried. I wasn't ashamed. Or aren't you ashamed for what? This is money I'm making. Multiple streams of income. All right, because I ain't making no 6 figures on YouTube. Not yet. It ain't happened for me yet. I didn't crack the code like my good brother Armon said. Wiley haven't cracked the code. I haven't cracked the code yet. So whoever got the code, let me do it so I can crack it. It didn't crack for me yet. And so until then, what did I do? Hold on. Let me show y'all an example. I went there. Hello, yes, welcome. Good morning. I'm here to work. Good morning. Hi, good morning. Back in the work field. Right. Put them gloves, put on that mask. I'm right back in the work field. I ain't gonna feel no shame. Baby. If it ain't gonna work for me, Pino, it's gonna work for me. It ain't my season yet, baby. I didn't quit too early. I said one thing about it. You got your little CNA license. I dust that license off, put on that mask, put on them gloves. Let's get to work. Okay, let's get to work. I said, let me go on back. I said, welcome back. We're residents. I said, let me go back into the work field because I'm not going to just put all my eggs in one basket. If it ain't hitting right on YouTube yet, right there. I got up early today. Went up, got up early, and I shouldn't have drunk no Red Bull. I'm cutting it. I ain't gonna do that tomorrow. I did that. I had a little backslide, and so I had got me a little Red Bull. I didn't supposed to do that, so don't come at me hard. This Red Bull, the first Red Bull I had in months. And so I went there, got me a little Red Bull. I'm not going to do that tomorrow because it's bad for you, okay? So I got my little Red Bull, put on, took me a good old shower, lotion up, and put on my mask. I was there ready. You know what I'm saying? So did a great job. And so, no. I personally, I just like the Red Bull because he gave me a little buzz. You know, I'll be in there working. And I ain't going to do that because it affects my sleep with all that Red Bull. So I'm not going to do that tomorrow and everything like that. Not at all. I'm not going to do not even no sugar-free. I ain't going to do that. I just did that. I'm drinking me none but water because one thing about that Red Bull, baby, I be in that sweating because that sugar is like all that sweat and all that. So no, not even coffee because I'm a sweater. And they said, "Oh, you sweating down?" Because that was none but that stuff. Like, I ain't gonna do that at all. I'm gonna drink me some cold water, go to work, bring me a sandwich, eat, and work, and do what I had, and come and do YouTube. And God truly bless. And sometimes you do stuff because, hey, I just want to see would it work. And I said, okay, it's a lot of work. Let me tip my hat out to the entrepreneurship. That's a lot of work. It was a lot of work. And I didn't see the checks wasn't hitting like I wanted to hit. So I said, okay, let's go back and let's get these multiple streams of income. All right. And so thank God we were able to be able to go back into the workforce. So we did that today. And it was amazing. And back at the workforce, I love it. I'm not complaining. I'm not the type of person that's going to complain. Y'all know anything about healthcare, they short. And so I tell all my CNA brothers and sisters, ain't no use of you working to be no CNA. Complain. We know that it's short. They don't pay us enough. They're not paying us what we worth. Go there, do your job. Don't overwork yourself. Work smart. Don't work hard. Be smart, be strategic, know how to handle your business. If you want to make more money, go to work in the hospitals. They pay you more. Of course, you're going to have to wait 12 hours. So it's ways that you can make your money. You could do a travel CNA, or you can go to school to become an LVN or RN. Ain't no use you going to be no CNA complaining unless you starting your own organization and you're going to be and going to work with the government and working with the state reps to increase the minimum wage for CNAs or increase the minimum wage in Texas. Unless you're doing that, there's no need for you to be sitting in the break room complaining. No, the old Wiley used to do that. The new Wiley is, hey, let me call the governor office. Hey, let me call my state rep and say, hey, I'm Brother Wiley. I live in this district. I've been a CNA all these years. They ain't paying us enough. What bills are you proposing in the state capitol to increase the minimum wage? I'm a hard worker. I work really, really hard. And I'm sending you video clips. I'm sending you emails. So it's no need. Let me say this really quickly for anybody that's in there. When it comes to being a medical professional or working at Walmart or Burger King, stop complaining to your coworkers. Strategically have meetings and you reach out to the people with power. Let me say that really quickly, and then we're going to get into the gospel, into the gossip. But I want to say this. We have a tendency, we complain. When the last time you sent an email to your state representative? When the last time you sent an email to the governor? When the last time you encourage your coworkers to send emails to the state rep, to the city council, and all these type of people? So if you're going to complain to the people with power. All right. So I send email all the time. I send emails to the people and say, hey, I'm working these hours. I deserve to get at least $25, $26 an hour minimum wage. I'm a CNA. If you know anything about CNA, they have to get their CPR card. They have to go to school. They have to keep their license current. You have to, regulations. And I don't think that we should be getting paid $16, $17 an hour. Write it to your state rep. Follow up with your state rep. Send it to everybody. Send it to the Congressional Black Caucus. Send your homegirls to email, call, do phone banks, go to the state capitol in your city. If you stay in Illinois, go to Springfield. If you stay in Texas, go to Austin and do that and apply pressure. There's no need for us to complain to the people that can't change your condition. If I need to change, I'm gonna pray to the Father and I say, Lord, word my mouth, word my fingers, word my emails, so I can reach to the people in power and touch their heart with this email that they send changes to the committee all the way up to the federal government, that it comes down to the working class. All right. And so that's what we have to do. So again, don't be just in there complaining with your family and you don't do to the people in power. Pray to God. Say, Lord, word my mouth, word my email, word when I speak to the governor, word when I speak to his chief of staff. Don't go there being ignorant. Lord, word, send people, Lord, give me words, send me people, Lord, send me an organization that I can work with to help me and everything like that. And I just have to say that to help somebody, because we have a tendency just to complain to Pookie and Ray Ray, but Pookie and Ray Ray ain't your state rep. Encourage Pookie and Ray Ray and Shaquilla and Sheila and Sharonda and all of these people to say, hey, let's go to Springfield, or let's go to Austin. Let's go to our state representative. Let's go to our city council. When they have these city meetings and when they have these committee meetings, let's go and let's testify and talking about that we need to be making more money. Don't just complain with Pookie and Ray Ray about you ain't making money at Burger King and all that. You go complain with the people in power and have it and be professional, and there's power in numbers, and people, and God will touch it, and watch God send shockwaves to your organization and to your job, and watch him increase your minimum wage and increase the income and offer you a promotion and so many other things. And so we have the tendency to complain to people with that ain't got the power. Talk to the Father and say, Father, and word my mouth to talk to these people in authority. All right. Word my mouth to talk to people in authority so they can change the condition in my personal life. Now, everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. My pastor, Apostle Kevin Cunningham, for the Transformation Center Church of Chicago, he said something. I was sitting in the church. He said, everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. Somebody is going to work a 9-to-5. You just in a 9-to-5 condition. Everybody ain't born and to be an entrepreneur. Some people don't have the skill set, and some people don't have the work ethic to be an entrepreneur. So you have to work a 9-to-5 or a 7-to-7 or a 7-to-3 or 6-to-2 or 2-to-10, right? Everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur, all right? So don't encourage everybody, because everybody ain't gonna do it, all right? Because that's a lot of work. That's a total type of work ethic to be a successful entrepreneur, right? Because you got to study and all of that and know the different trends and invest in your business and dealing with people and all that type of stuff. So you may be meant for you to work a 9 to 5. And so as many other things that you can live a successful life working a 9 to 5, but you ain't less than a person because you work at a 9 to 5. All right. So everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. All right. Okay. So I just had to say that as well. So everybody ain't meant to be that. Everybody ain't meant to be, because just because are you a successful entrepreneur? Amen. It's one thing to have an LLC, but is your LLC bringing you in the MONEY? Because a lot of people is saying, well, let me get my LLC. Okay, you got your LLC, but is that LLC bringing you MONEY? All right. What did it profit you to have an LLC or INC and all of these documentation, EIN numbers, and you bringing in zero? You just got a broke LLC. All right. So I'm just saying, you're right. You want to have a successful business. So my prayer go out to all. I am a working entrepreneur. It's a lot of work being an entrepreneur. I have a website that's about to drop. We paying one writer. That's a lot of work. And I have a vision, right? And I said, Lord, bless this website. Bless it. And God just literally put it, say, Wiley, be you. There's nobody like you. And I said, you know what? I got to be Wiley. All right. I got to be me. All right. Because there's nobody like me. And soon as this day came, let's get into these topics. Now, I'm going to be me, and I know I'm going to get blocked, but it's okay. Let's bring her up in the docket here, because I just got to be me. And moderators, don't block. Please don't block, because I want them to come in, because I'm going to say something. And we're going to be talking about Latasha, and we're going to be talking about her, this whole liar spirit. And when you are a liar, you can't even keep up with the lies. First and foremost, Latasha, you are supposed to be a woman of God. You want to do a gospel album. Number one, your foundation is set up on a lie. Number one, your husband is a cheater, and your husband have cheated on you. Then you trying to cover up his cheating lying ways and say, oh, we just have an open relationship, because you don't want to look like a weak, pathetic wife that is being controlled by your husband. And you just going to come, oh, you don't have the open relationship. And if it is open, your husband is doing all the opening other people puss, and you ain't out here. Because if it truly was an open relationship, how many dudes are you sleeping with and sleeping with and riding with and getting pregnant by? It ain't no open relationship. Most women that's in a mental abuse relationship, a controlling relationship, to help them sleep better, they would say, well, I have an open relationship. Technically, what they're saying is my husband is open and I'm closed. Like, it ain't no truly an open relationship. So sit down with that lie. And the thing about it is, when I look at your gospel album, I said, first and foremost, the reason why it ain't selling, the reason why it ain't number one on the Billboard charts, because it's based on a lie. You would come out right and say, saints, pray for me. I did steal from my sister. I stole the $30,000. I stole the $40,000. I needed the money. My husband needed it. He cashed the checks. We did it. Pray for me. I lied. I'm asking y'all to forgive me and ask for repentance. And then maybe you will have sympathy. But sitting there lying, and then you had the audacity with your stinking tail to sit there and cry and get up. Oh my God, I love my sister, and we just need to talk about it. And then you went over there and talked to the brat, and how she said you were mean and nasty, and you tried to cover it up like you were so nice to the brat, and brat was like, no, y'all was real mean and nasty to her. You're being exposed. And then you got a weak husband. And I told y'all, we've been preaching a sermon about these weak men that's leading you to damnation and to the pits of hell. Now, here your husband supposed to be PR and supposed to be so involved in the industry. He got you doing interviews, just lying and crying, looking like a plump fool. Sister, let me tell you something. You need to leave that husband alone and get you a real PR team that can sit down with you, that's working with Black China and doing really well, because your husband is leading you down to the pits of hell. You need people that's in the gospel industry that know how to handle a crisis. Your husband don't know how to handle it, number one, because he can't even keep his peen under subjection. He too busy sleeping with other women. He too busy trying to go with other members in the group, and he's bringing you you down. You need to let him go and focus on your career. You know why that album have not sold and why it have not went number one on the gospel billboard charts? Because the church don't want to deal with you. Number one, it's too much mess. It's too much drama, too much lying, too much backbiting, too much your mama going crazy, your sister, she crying, you up there crying, Candy calling you out, she crying. It's just all built on mess. And then we can't even focus on your music because you're not even talking about your gospel album. You're not even talking about your conversation with God. You're too busy talking about the $30,000 that you said you don't know. And then you talking about how they didn't call your number, but you changed your number because your mama said that you needed some peace. So it's just a whole bunch of garbage. Ain't nobody asked you about the conversation with God. They keep on asking because you ain't, you've been in this industry for decades, but you don't know how to shift conversation. A real trained person that is trained like Beyonce, and they used to call it a house of the Matthew Knowles media training. You got to know how to shift the conversation. First and foremost, I want to talk about my album, The Conversation with God. I having issues with my sister, but this album, we're going to dive into the conversation of God. I'm going through many times when you get into this gospel industry, the enemy want to act up. Did I steal my sister money? Yes, I was going through how many of I stole. I've stole from her. I did it. And I'm asking for my sister forgiveness and move on. And then it won't be a story no more. You take it away, we will move on. But the more you lie and the more your husband getting exposed, and then your husband have mentioned Tasha K, why in the heaven and the hell are you mentioning a black woman, Tasha K, that got sued by Cardi B in an interview because all she gonna do is reach out to all the side chicks that is thirsty for a click and a view and record them and bring it all out there. If what Tasha K did to you was so illegal, sue her. But obviously what she did was telling the truth and exposing you, and you decide to go on your live and say, well, Tasha K recorded me and she did it without my permission. And that gave Tasha K and all her minions, okay, Tasha, let's release some more recordings. Let's expose it on the app. Let's expose him some more. So it doesn't make any sense. And you know what we ain't talking about today? The conversation with God. We ain't talking about her album. We ain't talking about this sister album that she got that's going to drop on Good Friday. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that album. We ain't talking about Tasha's album. The Invitation, a conversation with God. We too busy talking about mess. Put God first. The reason why that album ain't selling, because you ain't putting him first. You're not sincere. Yet you want to sell gospel music because that was the only industry that gave you a deal. It ain't sincere. That's why it ain't selling. That's why it ain't on the gospel charts, number one. It should be, that's why when you say I'm yours, ain't selling. Afraid ain't selling. Stay with me ain't selling. None of those songs ain't selling because you use the focus away from that. You too busy talking about SWV, that ain't no gospel related. You talking about your sister, ain't gospel related. You talking about you being in an open relationship, that ain't gospel related. How is that the conversation with God? When are we going to get into that album? When are we going to get into that vocal? You keep saying you want to sing, but you keep responding and lying. You would have just came out quiet, just not responding. And then we would have moved on. But the more we responded, because you know you've been exposed, because ever since your sister Tamika's exposed your lies on her platform and brought Tiny Mother on there to expose you as well, you have been going deeper in a hole. Then you went on Ricky Smiley, which was a mistake because you got the brat, she pregnant and she messy and she's a lesbian. Anybody know anything about lesbian? They're real messy and they don't forget and they will get you together. If you try to go tit for tat with a lesbian, especially a lesbian that is a more manly type of figure, she came in there and she exposed how you were mean and nasty. That didn't help you at all. That didn't help you at all. You did all of this, and then you had the audacity to say, well, Candy, I didn't know you were sad. Oh, then now you want to break down in tears. What in the Tyler Perry play are you doing? This is just bad on top of bad. I said, what? And she got the audacity to cry? Cry for what? You lied. That crying would have meant something, and it would have sent shockwaves to say, you know what? When your music playing in the background, say, you know what? I lied, Saints. I did. I lied. And I don't want to go to hell for this lie. I stole from my sister. Me and my husband did it. We stole from her. We did it. We stole from her. It's been exposed. And I from the heart, I apologize. We gave her money back. and 100-fold plus interest. Y'all, I'm asking for y'all forgiveness. Please pray for me as we work through this family thing and move on. But you too busy trying to cover up your lie with more lies, and that's why you looking out here looking crazy. You looking out here looking crazy. Your husband looking out here looking crazy. He is a bad publicist, a bad mouthpiece, because he too busy putting his mouth on other women yonis. So he's already compromised. He's compromised, and you all need to repent. And that's why your gospel album ain't selling. That's why ain't nobody rushing to buy the Conversation with God. They ain't rushing because you don't know how to deal with controversy. You give controversy with more controversy, and you're supposed to give God, put God first. Let God be your foundation. Anybody know when you're trying to make it in the gospel industry, God, spiritual. And that's why Kelly Price never made it in it, because she mean and nasty, can't keep a man, and mean to her sister. That's why her gospel career never took off the ground. And Latasha, you doing the same thing. You supposed to be spiritual, supposed to be humble, doing scriptures, preaching, going to church, getting baptized, getting on the altar, calling on Jesus, asking for forgiveness. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing none of that. You too busy lie. And every lie you keep telling, your album ain't going nowhere. Ain't selling nowhere. Okay? It ain't selling nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't number one. It ain't number one at all. You too busy trying to pick fights with your group members. Appreciate the blessings that you have with Escape, because the only reason why you got a gospel deal is because of the success of Escape and because of the success of Candy. Your biggest hits is because Candy sang lead. That is a fact. For you to try to trash her voice was nasty, wasn't godly, wasn't spiritual, it wasn't holy. And I know you didn't have a conversation with God. You had a conversation with the devil. Because that behavior is you talking to the devil, picking up his traits. If you had a conversation with God, if you went on the fast, you would not be criticizing your sisters that got you the opportunity to stand in Motown to have an album because of the success of Escape. You did not talk about God at all. You talking to the devil. And your husband too busy putting his demon seed in all of these other women. And then telling them to abort the children. That's why that album, because it's based on death. Anytime you tell women and you use abortion as a form of birth control, you evil. You're no different than a person go in a school and take out people. You're no different. You are the same person that does the Parkland situation. You are the same person like the women that went into that church. You are no different than people that goes in there and using it as a form of birth control and tell them, well, just get rid of it. And you're going to pay for that. David paid for it. You're going to pay for it. That ain't cool. That ain't godly. That conversation with God, he ain't gonna tell you to do stuff like that. Cheat on your wife and then get rid of the pregnancy. Get rid of the evidence. The reason why you do it, because you don't want the evidence of your sin. You understand what I'm saying? That's how David got in trouble. So be careful. And so if you want this album to be successful, talk to God. Repent. Pray. Fast. Hush, shut up. You talking too much and it's getting you in a bigger mess. You need to go on a prayer and you need to go on a fast. You need to go on a silent spree. Silence and prayer. And if anybody bringing up questions, I got an album, pray for me. We dealing with a situation. Just pray for me. I'm doing the album. Sing, pray, fast, go home. You don't need to be doing no more interviews because you don't know how to do it. You ain't trained enough to do it. You think you know it all, and it's messing you up. It's messing you up. And your husband's supposed to be the head. He's a weak head because he's too busy putting his head in other women. So he's already compromised. And this is why women, when you attach yourself with these no good trifling men, it brings you down. Because a marriage, that is a one unit. That is a teamwork. If one of the person is compromised, it destroys the entire marriage. It makes you look bad. So that's why you got to be careful who you walk down the aisle with. I don't give a damn if you've been married for 50 years. If he's trash, you need to cut that loose because it's messing up your bag. It's messing up your business. You know what I'm saying? And he just out there just being all wild, just all in this business, all his dirty laundry, just all out there. And then he lied. Well, we got a lawsuit. We gonna be suing. And then she cried, it's an open relationship. They didn't even got their lives together. He wanna sue. It's legal. She get up on her live crying and talking about we got an open relationship. Sit down. They ain't on one accord. At least if you gonna lie, get your lies in order and y'all tell the same lie. Y'all not even communicating with the lies. She going one way, the husband going another way. And then talk about, I just want to respect my mother-in-law. You should have respected your wife by not cheating on her and telling these women to get rid of the evidence. And now you want to, I just want to respect my mother-in-law. You don't respect her, your wife, mother-in-law, or your children. So sit down, liar. Then you bring, I just want to respect her. I ain't got nothing to say. But then you call Tasha K. And if you keep saying, I've been in this business for years, if you've been in this business for years, you know Tasha K in this business got a label on her that she lied, she been sued for lying, Cardi B took her to court, Cardi B cried because of the lies, and you supposed to be so involved in the industry, and you get on the phone with a blogger, Tasha K? You a fool. And you keep saying, I've been in this business. And then the husband, Rocky, he tell the brat, you know me, you know who I am, you know me. And the brat said, I don't know if you got the infidelity. I don't know if you cheat. I don't know you like that. She got to expose another lie in real time. He trying to make it seem, yeah, you know me, the brat. No, she don't. She don't know you like that, how you be cheating, tell them, get rid of the evidence. No, she don't know that, liar. And she exposed you. That brat just was exposing him. It was embarrassing. I felt bad. And then she got embarrassed, and then she want to go on her live and cry. Because the interview she did with Ricky Smiley, they trying to change it up. I just want to apologize to Candy, and all I want to do is sing. No, you don't. You evil and you jealous. See, jealousy, that thing, if you don't get through jealousy quick, it will tear you down. Jealousy, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. I've been jealous. Oh, yes, I have. And jealousy, it will get in your bones. It will get in your, every time you see that person, your whole aura indirect, because you're jealous, is in you. Your lips, it's all it, because that jealousy, because the life you want, somebody else is living the life, and because you can't believe in yourself and believe that you can do it, you're trying to take it out on Ken. It ain't my fault you don't know how to write a hit. And that's that jealousy. She needs to ask God, deliver me from that lying tongue, this cheating husband, and this jealous spirit. Thank you so very much for the super sticker. I know y'all been sending me super chat. Thank y'all so very much. All the people that send it. You need deliverance. I had to come out and say, oh, I'm jealous. I got that jealous spirit. It was on me hard. I couldn't hardly more. I was so jealous. I had to get through it. And I said, I don't have to be jealous. I'm talented. And then God truly opened up doors for me. And so that's what she have to go through and admit and repent of her jealous ways. And say, forgive me, Candice. I'm just jealous. I need help. I'm jealous. I need deliverance. I'm hurt that your career took off the ground and mine didn't take off the ground. I got to sing gospel. Ain't nothing wrong with singing gospel. But Candy sung gospel, and it was a #1 hit on the billboards. This woman, Latasha, got a full rollout with Motown. They got a tour bus with her album. Don't make no sense because they focus on SWV and a show. So whoever is her marketing team, they stuck in the 90s. Who in the world gonna spend all that money on a tour bus with her album, and all she talking about is Candy, her sister stealing money, and hardly ever she talking about the conversation with God. You got a whole tour bus that's supposed to be about a conversation with God, and all you talking about, Candy can't sing. She lied because she ain't sing lead. You stuck in the 90s. Here you are. That's why I know she jealous. You got a deal in 2023. 2023. You still bitter and mad and jealous of stuff that happened in the 90s. Honey, get over what happened to you in the 90s. You supposed to be focused on the conversation with God that's supposed to drop on Good Friday. That's what you supposed to be focused on in 2023, that envy and jealousy. It's like sister and brother. Envy and jealousy. It's coming out April the 7th on Good Friday. You too busy talking about Candy, your sister stealing money. I don't know, we need to talk. Ain't none. When you gonna talk about that album? I'm just waiting on you to talk about the conversation with God. I'm playing your songs, and then all I get through playing your song, go to your interviews, you crying, talking about you have open marriage, your husband lying, he talking to Tasha, mess. Not one thing about the album. Nothing. Nothing about the album. Nothing about you singing vocals, nothing about you on a tour singing, going viral for singing your gospel hits. It's all about Escape, and you didn't get your deal. And Candy got hers, and you didn't get yours. You stuck in the 90s. So Motown, y'all made a terrible decision giving this chick a gospel contract. She would come out better getting a R&B, rap, beef. It fits that narrative. But you should have kept that contract and gave it to somebody else. Gave it to somebody else. She ain't focused. She too busy stuck in the 90s. She stuck when Candy got her deal, when she didn't get her deal, and she mad because I was singing lead. You talking about in the 90s when I was about 19 years old. I'm 32 years old. You talking about stuff when I was about 9, 8, 7, 6 years old. All right. So and still, all the momentum she could have had with this album went out the window. All the potential momentum she could have had singing and going on tour and going to churches and singing around this country. Black China is getting more positive press talking about the Lord than somebody that got a gospel contract. Whoever is behind, because I know she got a staff, she ain't thinking about herself. She got somebody in there that say, you know what, Black China, you being a stripper, that ain't cool no more. Get with the Lord. And whoever is behind it, Black China, and you know what, Black China, we ain't gonna call you Black China no more. We gonna call you Angela White. Black China, she went on Chairman Hall in all white. Looking good, smelling good, smiling. And then they tried to get a beef with her and Tamron Hall. And then Black China was like, I didn't see nothing wrong. She did a good interview. And then she started getting scriptures and she started praying. That is what Latasha needs to be doing. Quote lyrics of her music. She too busy trying to get all ratchet. Baby, Black China got baptized. She releasing the filters and fillers out of her face. She coming Angela White looking good. Getting all this positive press. You get somebody that got a gospel album showing up in a tour bus, but ain't on tour. You bet. I can understand you got a tour bus. You going to storefront churches. You going to Kojic churches. You are all in the Baptist churches. You in there singing. Just showing up, going to the house, singing in your tour bus. Praising God. But you gossiping about a group that you was in the 90s. A whole tour bus that costs thousands of dollars. You wasting time with editors and camera crews to expose Kandi. How is that helping your gospel career? A conversation with God. How is that the invitation, a conversation with God? So Angela is getting a church bag, and you somewhere still bitter and mean. On a whole tour bus, ain't talking about your gospel album, talking about Kandi, your sister, your mama, and you doing the show. Honey, you agreed to do the show. And see, I've done reality TV. And whenever they put that show out, I already know I done trashed my mama. I trashed my brothers and sisters. I trashed people in that show. So I can't be shocked. I understand they edited all wrong. They pulled clips out. Well, you should never did the show, honey. You almost 50-something years old. You don't know what, and this ain't your first rodeo. You ain't no new artist. You know how they do in these reality shows. How you trying to act all dumb? I didn't know. They edited out. They edited out. Of course, honey, you don't own it. You don't have creative control of the show. So why would you agree to do it? You would have came out better doing the gospel show with Carlos King. And you could have helped Brianna over there, Fred Hammond's daughter. Because she getting dragged over there, grown in gospel. You need to be over and grown in gospel. And then I understand they cut out the clip. I said to cut it out. Pathetic. So I can't get mad at the producers. I act real ignorant in that show. Real ignorant. And I can't be shocked. Hey, producers, y'all cut me out of clip. Y'all didn't cut me out. Y'all cut it wrong. Can't get mad. I act ignorant. And yes, and some stuff, I get it. You tape these reality shows and you forget you said it. I did a reality show. They post a clip. I forgot half the stuff I said in them confessionals. I'm just in the moment. I'm drunk. I wasn't drunk, but I'm drunk on life. I'm drunk in the situation. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't high or drunk. I was just, it was a drug. Baby, them cameras all acted a plump food. I delivered it for the cameras. So whenever, I'm just putting it out there so I can't get mad. So whenever that show do come out, I can't get mad. Oh, he dragged his mama and did his mama. I can't get mad. I can't get mad. I did it. I did it. I can't get mad. So I've done it. And I know how the producers roll. And I know how they edit and stuff. I get it. I get it. But you can't get mad because you signed up for it, honey. You should have did Grown in Gospel, or you should have did On Your Road doing your conversation with God, a docuseries about you working on your gospel album. But if you had people around me in your corner, you could have hired me. I could have helped you out. But you too busy got your husband controlling that. He ain't good and helping you and driving you in this gospel industry. That's a whole nother industry like country, gospel. That is it's hard to crack in those industries. You got to have the right people that live and breathe gospel. All right? That's different. Gospel industry is different than R&B. What works in R&B industry may be totally different in the gospel industry. All right? I'm breaking it down. And the reason why we using Blac Chyna as example, because whatever she's trying to do, whether she's trying to be a preacher, I ain't going to be shocked if she want to be a preacher or motivational speaker. I'm not going to be shocked saying, Bishop TDJ, I want everybody to stand. This woman was a stripper. Blac Chyna was on the stripper pole. And now God have done some amazing things. God have done it. Get ready, get ready. I told you, people of God, she was on the stripper pole, and now she's polling for Jesus. She was making it rain for the devil, and now she's making it rain for God. Come on up here and tell her what's going on. Yes, Bishop. I'm here and I was a prostitute, but I'm holy. I got all the wicked ways. She's getting that bag. And people, they're going to give. Oh, I love you, Sister White. I love you so much, sister. I'm sending you some money. Oh, I want you to come to my church. I want you to come and talk to the young sisters. She going to have a book, Black China, from the stripper pole to the Lord's pole. All right, bringing people to the Lord's pole and getting books, people getting holy, getting saved, coming there. And then you're going to still see this chick, Latasha, crying about Escape. That Candy got mad her singing lead. Angela getting all the church bags. She getting all this momentum. And this chick that got a gospel backing and owning her masters, that could be a lie, but she too busy talking about Candy can't sing. You know what? Okay. So when prophetess Angela White do her first message, I'm going to be right there giving my tithes and offering, all right? I'll be right there. Go ahead, Angela. Preach it. Tell it. Tell your testimony. Tell it. I'm going to be right there. So that's all I'm trying to say, y'all, okay? I was very passionate about this. I had to be very passionate about this. And I understand her husband, he don't like me. He can't stand my guts. I heard he can't stand me. But I'm going to keep it real because he watches everybody. He just can't stand me because I'm a man and I speak to his character. He's a weak man. He needs to go to a training on how to be a leader in his home. Because I look at you shameful. You are a shameful, pathetic man. You talk a good game, but your character is weak and pathetic and trash. All right? And Tasha K just exposing you, doing ping pong with you. And your wife sitting there with that look on her face. And I know you hurt, sister, because we ain't talking about your music. We talking about your wicked behavior. So, sister, I want you to listen to me. First of all, I want you to go on a fast. I want you to stop talking to the media. I need you to surround yourself with praying women and pray. You ain't got to tell people your business. Just say, pray for me and pray and fast and open up your book and read the word. Get involved in the word. Talk to your sister. Get a spiritual leader to talk and get that worked out privately and watch God change things in your life. All right? Let's move on. Do that. Get that work done. Pay your sister back that money. Give it to her with interest. You know you did it. Tiny Mama went sitting that line, got Tiny Mama. That's Tiny Mama all up there. Yeah, babe. I did the checks, man, went over there to Sound Exchange, and Sound Exchange said you're going to have to prosecute in order to get your money back. And I got the camera all in Tiny Mama's face. I didn't like that. I didn't. Because why y'all got Tiny Mama in there? She ain't no YouTuber. She ain't in the man. Got her all up on there. They said, you're going to have to prosecute. You're going to have to prosecute. Got the mama all up on, got the camera all up in her face. I didn't like that. I don't want to get no camera in my mama's face like that. That's not between y'all sisters. Went there and got to prosecute. I did child shame. She did a good deed. She did a good deed. Got the camera all up in mama's face. Bad quality. Wasn't even crystal HD. All in her house. Got Miss Diane all in. Leave that lady alone. That lady look like she could make a good 3-piece fried chicken and apple pie. It look like she won't want to be in that mess. Got that lady all up in there, all up in her face, that bad quality. Got that phone up in that mama face, up in there. I said, what they got that phone in them? I didn't like that. I said, this y'all bringing in all these messy folks. And Tamika, either you gonna press charges, you hush you. You doing all that, you come out better just pressing some charges. Got the camera bad, all up in mama's face. You see all them wrinkles. I don't want to see mama out there. Got at least wait till mama get some good on makeup. You couldn't even wait till mama get a good glam squad. Got mama with the wrinkles, showing all up in there with the Sound Exchange, and all up here. I didn't like that. I ain't like that. No. Don't be putting my mama out there and on a bad hair day, hair all wrinkles. No, let her get a good wig. They could have called Tay to get on a good gray wig, nice little dress. Got that camera all up in that woman's face like that. I ain't like that. I ain't like that at all. I ain't like that at all. I said, they got this woman mama up in here, and she was just doing a good deed. It ain't mama's fault that your sister's a thief. Woo! It ain't her fault that sister's a thief. When I go home, I lock up my driver's license, ID. I take it with me. When I go to the restroom, I'm taking my wallet. I don't trust nobody, not even my own family. I lock everything down with multiple passcodes and everything. I left these Beats headphones at the table, and my nephew stole it, and I was this close of calling 911, pressing charges, and go all the way to the courts. And I didn't do it because he's about 10 years old and everything like that, and I had to use some wisdom and everything like that. I got my headphones back, but I was this close calling the cops, getting them locked up. Don't you steal from me, thief. But God said, don't do it. Don't do it. You got your headphones back, hide it, lock it up, and everything. Now, when I go there, I got to travel, take it all in the restroom. I got to take everything with me, lock up everything. I got to sleep with everything because you got some thieves. I didn't like that. And I understand my nephew, and I tell him, I said, there's one thing you have to do, Uncle Marquise, is steal. If you need anything, if I got it, I do it. If you ask me, say, hey, I want some headphones, I'll buy you the headphones. I'm not stingy, but don't steal from me. Don't do it. Don't be a thief. But I understand he been raised wrong, so I had to give him some sympathy. But I was this close to calling the cops. I was about to be a Karen. But I knew it. I was this close, but I understand he ain't been raised right, so I had to spare him. But I was this close, getting ready to call the cops. I'm still my headphones. All right? I work hard for these headphones. I did. I work hard for them. They was expensive, about $200. Work hard for them. Don't steal. And he hid it under the bed. So I said, whoever found my headphones, I'll give him $100. And he found it just like that. And talking about my little baby, and I got his haircut and stuff. He said, "You gonna give me my?" I did $20. I said, "No, it's going to your haircut." And I said $20, and he found them headphones. He said, "You gonna give me this?" I said, "It went to your haircut. It had taper. Give me my headphones." Still for me, I would have called the cops in a second. Anyway, so now I know when I go and travel, I got to go to a hotel. I didn't like that at all. I said, when he coming. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I ain't like that at all. So next time when I come, I'm back working. I'm be in a hotel. All my shit going to be locked up in safes in the hotel and bringing nothing. I'm just showing, hey, family, how y'all doing? And I'm leaving because we got some thieves. I can't be around a thief. Can't do it. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. Now, that was that. I love my nephew. I love him. And I will raise him. But they don't want me to raise him because they think I won't to file him on my taxes. You know, these people are so weird. I will raise my nephew because he need a good father figure in his life, but my brother don't want it. We don't want it to happen, but I understand. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I raise him up to be a good man. We need a good father figure. All right, we can make a bag, have a family channel, make a bag, play basketball, put him in football, put them in Espanol. They got a lot of great stuff in Dallas. And, put them in good school, put them in good tutoring, learn different languages, teach them about stocks and bonds and stuff like that. Teach them about camera equipment editing. He'll be put to work. All right. But they don't want that. I had to pull it back. So I do what I can. All right. All right, let's get to T.S. Madison. Now, give me a second here. I know y'all here for the T.S. Madison tea. All right. So we are here let everybody know that we are here. And across my desk, T.S. Madison and this brother that you see on your screen here posted something on here, and everybody has been sending me stuff on my DMs about this brother, and his name is Tommy Dickey. Okay, he's an actor, Tommy Dickey. All right, go by CALEN Meeks. All right, Kalen K Meeks. But brother Tommy wrote a post, and the post said this: when I met T.S. Madison, it was a horrible experience. I was invited over to that house as I thought was an audience member. Then the next thing I know, I was performing. While I was there, I was constantly rubbed up on disrespectfully sexually. It was extremely uncomfortable. I wind up lying and leaving early. This was a horrible experience. At the real T.S. Madison, a disgusting person. I get paid nothing for that sexual harassment but embarrassment. You have an audio of me singing on your podcast. I was not paid for anything. Hashtag T.S. Madison. Hashtag disgusting. All right. We reached out to that brother. He have not responded for a comment. But Armon tried to warn us about T.S. Madison because she hired a person that allegedly took advantage of a woman, of a man, and did some things, and she hired him to be a co-host. So when I saw the video, I was disgusted. It was sexual harassment. You know, it was touching all up on him. He was an audience member. He was not an official co-host. She brought him on there, did not get consent. It was very nasty and disgusting. And this woman, here she are taking pictures at Glad, and here she are rubbing on there. And I do believe that she needs to answer to these allegations. You cannot invite somebody in your home and then you take their shirt off and you just rub all over their body. You don't do stuff like that. You get consent. You sign a contract. You say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have you take off your shirt. We're going to rub on you. We put it in the script. And you go over where you don't just do that. That's wrong. That is disgusting. You don't do that. That's not cute. And people will say, well, that's what he do. I don't care if that's what this brother Tommy does in his personal life. He does a job. If you want that, then pay him for that. Get it in contract, get it in writing, but don't have me come to your house in that basement and then you bring me in front of the cameras and rub all on my body. And then people will say, I wish she would have said something quicker. When you have abuse, when you've been sexually assaulted, you can't tell the victim when they should and should talk. No, he talked now. And he have every right to give his opinion about what happened. And I called people around. I said, bros, the media company, Gabrielle Union, are y'all going to make a statement because she's supposed to be such an activist and she's been accused of sexual assault? Should it be an investigation? I think they should halt the movie with Netflix, honestly. But I don't think they should do it until we get a full-fledged investigation and we get a public apology or a statement. That's not good. You rubbing all on that man, touching all on that man. You don't do that without his permission. You don't just bring him up in front of the camera. You don't just bring him on your podcast, touch it all up on you. That's wrong to do. That is so wrong to do. And I do believe that it should be a full investigation. And she should make a statement and apologize for what she did to Brother Tommy. Apologize for what she did to brother. He goes on Instagram, CALEN Meeks, Kalen K Meeks, MEEKS. All right. Definitely, he's a TV entertainer, seen on BET Plus, All Cleans Mans as a character J. I'm a book, not a chapter. That's what it is. Now, he's been very critical of trans women. And I'm going to read some of those tweets, what he wrote on his Twitter. Very, very critical. And that's his prerogative. Those are his thoughts. Though his views are not my views. Okay? But this is what he said on his Twitter account. And I want to go scroll down here. And the brother said this. because he goes by on Twitter at Calen Meeks. Kalen Meeks. He said this quote: "You don't steal from somebody, I don't care how many years it's been. You don't sexually harass and molest somebody on set and get away with it. I don't care how many years it has been. T.S. Madison needs help and prayer for karma. A bunch of important people don't like it. It is a fact I'm red and free, and y'all stay in those pink shackles of bondage and mind control, and I'm going to make sure that everybody that ever did something to me, I'm going to call you out with evidence. The F I got to be quiet for. You ain't getting away." Okay? Then also, the brother said on his Twitter account, he said, "It was uncomfortable. A very, very uncomfortable situation on set. You want to make sure that you keep your composure because obviously someone who can't keep their hands to themselves wants to feel on somebody's body without their permission. Doesn't have any self-control." He also said on Twitter, "I'm not pleasing a group of police code who don't like me already. I am red and free. Sorry, you got the bad deal." Okay. And so he just went on and on Twitter, responding to T.S. Madison. Nobody have came out with a statement, but I said I come out with a statement and I said it's wrong. She need to apologize because you just cannot bring a person on your show and just rub all on their body. Can't do it. I personally had to change some things on my show with it, and I talk to the guests and say, "Hey, are you comfortable talking about sex on the show?" Because we get into that. And, I do either you say yay or nay, because everybody ain't comfortable talking about that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very careful. I've done a show with somebody and they got drunk on the show and they start talking about how they had sex with Jason Lee, how they had sex with the guy that was on death row, and the sex was so good, it was incredible, and the boyfriend got mad at me and at his boyfriend. Got mad. And then Jason Lee called him saying you should have never did the Wiley Show. But it ain't my fault that you got drunk and started talking. And that's why we do those interviews virtually. Because we ran into some things when we did shows. People would come and they get drunk, don't remember what they did, and they just start blabbering. And so now we do it virtually. I rarely bring people in my house unless I really know you. Rarely bring it because, and if I do, now when I bring guests on virtually, most of the chasing virtually. You ain't come here drinking unless I know you. Because my show is growing, it's everything virtual. So if you get sloppy drunk virtually, and just spill your beans virtually, you ain't gonna be in my house and then come up with some rumors and allegations. No, we are already installing cameras, and when I ever bring guests back into my house, cameras everywhere, cameras in the restroom, cameras in there. You sign a consent for everything is streamed, everything is cameras everywhere, cameras outside, cameras everywhere. When we do ever bring back in-person interview, cameras everywhere, consent form signed and everything and stuff like that. And cameras, you will be recorded from the time you step foot in this place until the time you leave. All right? Because we want to bring back in-person interview. All right, because you got to protect yourself. It is what it is, especially when you with the girls. These girls, child, they get drunk, they don't remember what they did. So you got to protect yourself. It is what it is when you do stuff like that. But T.S. Madison definitely need to apologize, okay? And it was definitely a good interview. Now I ain't gonna put cameras in my restroom. I'm sorry. Did I say in my restroom? I have camera. I for myself. I'll record myself in the restroom. I ain't gonna put cameras in my restroom. I ain't gonna put camera, but it's gonna be everywhere. Living room, every camera's everywhere. Ain't gonna be in my restroom. My pictures is in my restroom, but it ain't gonna be no camera. But everywhere you go, cameras. My refrigerator cameras. So, Wally said he got cameras. No, I ain't got nobody like that. He put no cameras in my restroom. I ain't got no cameras in my restroom. No. Okay. All right. No, but it'll be cameras and stuff like that because it's some guests that we will be bringing over and stuff like that. Anyway, not everybody gonna be coming to my house because everybody can't know where you at. I get that. And so we now I'm back working. We're gonna upgrade to office space so I can really, I'm saying, more professional and everything. Like, because I don't think you should bring everybody to your house and then you gotta walk in my bedroom to get to the restroom. I don't like that at all. So that's why I'm back working. Eventually, when I do more, I have like office space and then bring the people on and stuff like that. Unless I really, really know you, or it would be no alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't handle it. Because number one, you driving and you getting drunk and everything like that. And me, I get all type of liquor. So I used to do that, but I had to stop it. I said, oh, let me stop this. And I'll really do that. Bringing people having liquor and everything sober. I don't offer you nothing. Now you're in my personal, involving company. All right. Yeah, I had a friend over, a good friend of mine. He came over, got some wine and stuff like that. We talked to him. You get my new bed in my place and everything. That's different versus you coming on the show, you sloppy drunk. You don't remember. I don't remember that Wiley place. I don't remember. So that So yeah, I'm gonna let you know. I used to do that, not anymore. Okay, because I got time for that. So, but this brother that you see on the screen have every right to defend himself. T.S. Madison have not come out with a comment. We will reach out to T.S. Madison. We are blocked on all her social media. I was heard that she's going to serve me with a cease and desist. Who gives a darn? Serve me today. I will answer it with my attorney. We will handle it diligently. We will keep you updated on this story. This brother deserves to be heard, and we're the first and only YouTuber to talk about it. Most YouTubers ain't gonna touch it because they are in bed with T.S. Madison and everything. Like Armon used to speak about T.S. Madison, but he been bought and paid for by Maddie and stuff like that. He ain't gonna do it. He been bought and paid for. He was on Fox O talking about how he used to take medication and how he used to go through and all that. So he been bought and paid for. An episode didn't go nowhere. More paid for. I took some medicine. Only reason why I'm glad he went on T.S. Madison because he got exposed because he was on Madison. I took some medicine. My personality was all out of whack. He did all that talking in my clothes. He did all that talking about me being on medicine and I'm a psycho. And then he talked to Maddie, somebody that touched on this man in the picture. I took medicine. My personality, I would jump up and down to eat my t-shirt. I take medicine, calm down. Had to share all that. When he's on Fox O. That's what he said on Fox O. Had to take medicine. Yeah. Couldn't keep, jump up and down, eat his t-shirt. It's not to know. All right. I'm kidding. I think. All right. So he been bought and paid for. He had a little opportunity with Fox O and he just been bought and paid for. These girls have been bought and paid for. That's why they content ain't hidden like it used to, because they've been bought and paid for. I got somebody that said, Wiley, be you. I got to be me. All right. I'm not bought and paid for. Larry Reid tried to do it. It didn't work. All right. And I will be in Atlanta. I'm at my own business. If you try something in Atlanta, you will be arrested. But I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. All right. I may have to get some security, but if you try, you will be arrested. All right. I don't play no games at all because I do my show. I'm getting in and getting out. All right. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, for the I will be there, and if I come and run into any of these people, I will talk to them. Say, hey, you need to answer to these allegations. I was at the show, the T.S. Madison and I was at Monique's show, and Maddie ran in that SUV truck. I was there. I went on to ask her a couple of questions. She hurried in. She avoided me. I was going over like she was avoiding. I was going to come to her and talk to her. She was avoiding and ran into that truck. Anyway, it's okay. All right. That's the way we want to do it. It avoided me. I was there. I was in the second row. She was back there. It avoided me. I'm looking back. She looking the other way. You see me. You know who I am. Don't act like you don't know who I am. Man, get over and get into that SUV truck. Okay? I'm there avoiding me. Anyway, I want to ask her a couple of questions. But it's okay. Going to Atlanta, having a good time, and I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know if I will win the award. And if I don't win the award, if I win or don't win, I'm there. I'm Wiley. I'm going to leave that being Wiley. I'm not going to be mad like some folks. They don't get awards. They trash the award committee. No, because every award ain't meant for you. It ain't just your season. But we will be there. because we were nominated and we going to Atlanta, Georgia. All right. We're going to Atlanta. We were nominated for an award, and we definitely going to be there in Atlanta, Georgia. And we're going to have a good time. Now, we will open up the phone lines and allow you all to call in if y'all got something to say really quickly. I don't know if y'all like this background. People say they don't like it. I like it. I'm going to juice it up a little bit because I like backgrounds. Okay, so we're going to open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in and give y'all thoughts. We will open up the phone lines. Bear with me. Give me a second while I get the phone lines booted up. And we are here. Like anybody can call in because y'all said the views are low. I said I'm Wiley gonna be me. I gotta be me. Okay. I said Wiley gonna be me. All right. So give me a second here. Let me do this really quickly. Let me do this. All right. There we go. Okay. So, all right. It's time you come a long way. You never stay for me. I have to be me. All right. So we are definitely here about it. And we're definitely doing it. I didn't create this story. I gave y'all the information where people were talking about T.S. Madison. The brother came out with these allegations. If you want to see the tweets that he wrote, his Twitter account is he's on Twitter, and his Twitter account is called, let me make sure we put it as well. If you want to go to his Twitter account and see these tweets, it's called CALEN Meeks, MEEKS, CALEN MEEKS. All right, that is what is on Twitter. And then if you want to catch him on Instagram and see what he posted on Instagram, you can go to his Instagram, CALENKMEEKS. You can see him on the Instagram page as well. All right. So that is what it is. You can reach out to Brother Tommy because he is an actor and he have credits, and it was wrong for what was said. I know the brother, he got to feel comfortable. He is a victim. And we are definitely going to keep him in our prayers that he get justice, and that at least that T.S. Madison can apologize for traumatizing him. And I don't know what was his reason to come out today, and he came out today, and we hope that T.S. Madison apologized for traumatizing that young man. All right, give me a second. Oh, I done dropped my Bluetooth speaker. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Got my books here for my notes. Because I got to get back into groaning gospel. Got my notes here. Excuse me. Groaning gospel. All right, we got the lines open up. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, I just want to make this clear. So T.S. Madison, the it girl in Hollywood, and she's doing this nonsense. I feel so ashamed of that young man. Where is the people to call out T.S. Madison? It's wrong. I don't care if she is a T.S. Madison. It's wrong. For whoever to be touched that don't want to be touched, it's absolutely wrong. And I want to call out my mother. I want to call out Mother RuPaul. You need to call T.S. Madison out. RuPaul, do not have T.S. Madison on that panel until she make a statement, until she apologizes to this young man. She needs to apologize now. You guys need to stop supporting her until she apologizes now. Call her out. T.S. Madison, you are doomed. This was so wrong. And you're supposed to be an advocate for you putting the shame on us. I cannot stand what she did. She's too sexualized. I know you did porn, but come on, everything is not about sex. Kaya warned us about them young boys in the basement. T.S. Madison, but everyone paid the dust.
Yes, because
everyone paid the dust.
You're right.
Kaya warned us.
She did. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I'm so passionate right now. Oh my God, but
yes.
we need to call her out. She is not above. She is not above.
Oh yes, you're right about that, because she did call her out on that about the young boys in the basement. Yes, she did, and now we have that.
She warned us
as well.
And I'm sorry, Kaya. I apologize to you because I just looked the other way, and I apologize, my sister, my queen.
Yes, most people did because they took T.S. Madison point of view, and this came out, and this brother, I didn't tell the brother to come out. This came across my desk, and and he posted it all on social media. It's literally all on his social media page right now, everywhere. It is on his social media page of what T.S. Madison did to him. He posted the clip, all of it. He posted.
Even if I didn't see the clip, I believe him because she's so sexualized. Even when she was cooking with David, she was so sex. It's not all about that. But I'm not going to lie, Armon Wiggins did warn us as well when he was reading her, because he read her to filth back in the day. He read her and said she ain't nothing. She's just a sex symbol. She's just a sex symbol. He read her. He warned us as well. Armon Wiggins warned us about T.S. Madison as well.
Absolutely.
She's nothing but a sex symbol.
And it's aggressive. And I think that she need to dial it back because she's becoming more of a public figure. I think she need to dial it back because she have multiple strikes against her. Number one, she is a trans woman. Number two, she is loud.
Absolutely.
And attached. And so she needs to dial that back because she's on very dangerous waters, because this allegation came out and this person definitely done things in Hollywood. He has some credits what he did in Hollywood. And so this came out. And so a lot of people were getting angry, talking about, oh, you was on that show for years. She not even doing the Queen's Court anymore. But if you were abused and this is his thing, it could happen 5, 10, 15 years ago. He talked about it.
Absolutely. We don't tell a victim when they can come out. They come out whenever they feel comfortable.
Yes.
Coming out.
Absolutely.
And I would gag if Tasha K would and make this blow up even bigger. We need an apology. Do it now.
Absolutely. Do it now. Absolutely.
Like how you want Larry Reed and he paid it.
Absolutely. I told Larry and he didn't listen. And, when Maddie, she need to stop and dial that back, because I don't think this person going to keep quiet. He said what he said and he posted it on his site. And wow.
Where's the Lee Daniels? They need to.
It's a lot.
But I'm going to go back in the bushes.
It's a lot. Thank you so very much, brother, for calling in.
No problem.
I love you. All right. Wow, it's a lot. Thank y'all so very much for tuning into the show. Love y'all. This was such a good episode. People came through. I was getting people were watching the episode, and love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know y'all gonna leave me a comment, because just what y'all do. Y'all call in and y'all let me have it in the comments, and we welcome it. And that's one thing I love. I look at the comments. Like this morning, we did a live, and y'all dragged me for filth because I'm being me. All right. I got dragged for filled. Keep dragging me. I'm not mad. I woke up this morning and I did an episode, and them comments, y'all got me together. And I'm just being me. Being me. All right. We got a website that's going to come out, being me. All right. Okay. And so I get it. Y'all drag me. Keep dragging me. I read them. It's funny. These are my thoughts. One particular comment, his views is low. He failed. He ain't humble. He trying to be high. I'm like, and they drag me and I welcome it. And they drag me for help. Drag me. Yes, they did. And it was early in the morning, and I went, and them comments, it just came through. And I said, hey, I'm just being me. All right. So thank y'all so very much. April the 15th, we're going to the gun range. We're meeting the Dallas subscribers. I wanted to put a flyer out, so hopefully the flyer come. My apologies if I didn't get the flyer out. But we will be at the gun range on April the 15th. Make sure you all email me if you're coming. Like I said, it's $25 and it's like $20 for law enforcement. But it's gonna you can email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com and I'll send you the address. And also we're gonna do something that night. So if you come there, I'm off. I literally took off for that weekend. So dedicated the weekend to the subscribers. I know we got a person that's probably coming from Houston. So we're gonna dedicate them for that way. So we could do something that night as well. So I'm looking forward to it. That's wileyshowproduction@gmail.com if you want to meet me in Dallas on April the 15th. Also, we will do our second annual meet and greet in Vegas. That will be in Las Vegas, October the 6th through the 9th, 2023. It's our second annual. We will be in Las Vegas, and I'm excited to see the subscribers and all the people there. Super excited. It's our second annual where we're meeting and having a good time. And I can't wait to see you all there. And you can send me an email at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. It's on the screen here. WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. Please email me. Let me know that you're coming. So we can let you know the hotel. And if you want to stay there, you can. I understand. We're doing a party bus. We're going to a restaurant. I think we're going to do a concert too. We just trying to figure out which concert we're going to go to during that time. That is also their gay pride as well. So, it's going to be lit. So I'm excited. That's going to be that way as well. That's going to be. And also, members, you all got the first peek preview of the website, and that's going to drop to the general public by April 15th. All right. So we want that to drop by April the 15th. I believe so. By April the 15th, we want the website to drop. So we're still working on it as well. But my producers, y'all going to love the title that we had for the website. My members and Patreon seen it first. We just being me as well. So love it. Okay. Excited. Love y'all. I have to go. We are a full-time YouTuber / full-time worker as well. And it's work as long as you got to know how to strategically budget the time. We did 2 lives today. So we did one this morning and then we did one this evening. And so thank y'all. All right. Leave a comment. Tell me how we did. Drag me. What was your thoughts about Latasha and what was your thoughts about T.S. Madison? All right. We will do some follow-up videos soon. All right. So that is Saturday and Sunday. If you don't see me, we will do some follow-up videos for you as well. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. And okay, my Twitter is going off. Then my Instagram going off. All right. I got a couple other videos I'm going to get to tomorrow. Thank y'all so very much. Love y'all. Peace, peace, peace. And enjoy y'all weekend. Like I said, we got multiple videos that are up. Make sure y'all enjoy the videos. Check out the videos. And I will see y'all soon. Make sure y'all subscribe. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. We need 500 thumbs up. It helps us in the algorithm. Click that thumbs up button. And I know y'all gonna let me have it in the comments. I will talk to y'all soon. Peace. Oh, I forgot. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Live that. You're beautiful. Little black boy, you enough. Always remember to put God first. Always remember, people. Joyfully, I had to do that. I had to put that out there because y'all definitely need to hear that. I had to close out with that saying. So love y'all. Thank y'all. And you are enough. All right. Bye. Peace.